Head on over to Anime Express for exclusive anime merch and use code Daffy10 at checkout for 10% off your next purchase. Thank you to Anime Express for sponsoring this video.
Yo! Yes, everybody, we are back for some more Kagurabachi content, ladies and gentlemen. And we are here with chapter 53 of Kagurabachi. And oh boy, your boy been waiting on this. Your boy saw some of them leaks. Legally, I am not allowed to talk about them, but I said it was going to be generational. And ladies and gentlemen, I did not lie to you. Dare I say, this might be top 5 chapters in the series, bro. I might say that. I might go that far. Hokazono! Hokazono! This sword bearer assassination arc it's proven to be some good stuff, man. And I really hope it keeps up the momentum. I really do think that when it comes to these next couple sword bearers that we're going to encounter, I'm very curious to see what their points of view on Kunishige and just morality are. Because with Samora, actually, we start off this chapter with this idea being reinforced by Samora that killing people, this is a bad thing that we are doing fundamentally. They are bad people, but the act of taking a life, it's almost shameful. It's part of the reason actually why Samora blinded himself as well. When a young Chihiro says that Samora has the swordsmanship of a hero, he actually pokes his eyes and he says he was gazing at me with admiration. I had to check him real quick. He says, swinging a sword in a real battle isn't that great. You're cutting people, not straw. We have killed tons of people. So we have this idea that both Samora and Kunishige are ashamed of what they've done, even though they've done great things. So for Chihiro, Hirohiko points him in this weird crossroads where he's confronting him and he's like, oh, you don't love what you do, but you're just as bad as me. You're still killing people. You're still taking people's lives away. So how do you feel about that? And before this, Chihiro has never said that he outright despises killing or anything like that. I mean, the first chapter of the manga, he killed almost 30 guys. And so we go back to the present. Hirohiko says, I'm the only one who can understand you. We could be friends. And for some reason, he has this weird idea that he wants to be friends and kill him at the same time. But since he's never had a friend before, he doesn't really know what to do with these emotions. It's sad because you have Chihiro, who his father was taken away from him, and because of this, he was set on this life path of endless killing, revenge, yada yada yada, all the stuff that we know. But for Hirohiko, it's in a relationship sense where because he was around killing and he's never had friends like this, he doesn't know what to do with them. He doesn't know what to do with somebody that he admires, that he likes. So he thinks that he should kill them because that's his job, that's what he's supposed to do, but he wouldn't know what to do otherwise. And Chihiro outright says that doesn't make any sense. Says Chihiro attempts to charge in on Hirohiko once again. He has hostages being thrown at him throughout this sea of paper that he's being surrounded in. The audience members are helpless, and because of this, Chihiro has to be very careful about where he swings his sword. So he's put in this predicament where he attacks with Kuro, clearing the paper, but unfortunately shredding some hostages. He could use Nishiki's speed to search for him, but the problem is that the cranes would follow him, tearing through the hostages as well. And unfortunately, we get the reveal that Aka doesn't apply to physical objects like paper, brick, bullets, anything like that. So things such as possibly light, or like we've seen with Sojo's lightning, Hiyuki's flame bone, those things would count with Aka. Now this is Hirohiko's theory, but we don't know if this is exactly how it works. Aka, I think, is the one thing that never really had an in-depth explanation as to what it could do. And Aka is the one thing that hasn't had a level up yet either. Well, I say that, but Chihiro used Hiyuki's flame bone for a second, but I mean, that one, he didn't upgrade that, he just could do it. And as one of the audience members is thrown into Chihiro, he looks at him and he screams at him to get away. And obviously, he killed 3 guys right in front of a massive group of people. Of course he's gonna be terrified of him. And then we have this saying again, to the average person, you're a monster. And then Hirohiko talks about the protagonist in the play Sasuke. He says, in the play that was just interrupted, there's a scene where the enemy takes hostages. The hero Sasuke is paralyzed and the enemy gets away. But Sasuke is garbage. You can't worry about a hostage or two. In real life, you'd be dead. You're a killer, but at the moment of truth, you want to play the hero as if you weren't just a monster. Chihiro Rokuhira, I want this to resonate with you. You're one of us. So after this hostage says this to Chihiro, he just stands there. And he looks down, and as Hirohiko sends all of these cranes flying towards Chihiro, he doesn't move. As Chihiro is getting shredded by these paper cranes, taking massive damage, he, again, doesn't move. And we have this flashback again where Samora says the first time he cut a person, he couldn't stand to see the severed flesh. That's part of the reason why he blinded himself. And he says that kind of thing never goes away. And that will fundamentally change who you are as a person. And while Samora did pick up a sword to save people, it's he's still going to hell regardless, as far as his religion and his belief go. There's a commentary to be had as far as war and the repercussions of their souls and religion. What will happen to them in the afterlife, in their opinion. I'm not going to get into that necessarily here in this video, but there are some people out there that do believe that soldiers who fight for their own respective countries, they're going to hell because they took a life. Now, do I hold that belief necessarily myself? No, I don't think so. And the young Chihiro says that instead of admiring you, I'll respect you. And Samora says, okay, that's a good outcome. And he says, you're not trying to become a swordsman, are you? Chihiro at the time says, yes, and then we obviously know he wanted to become a swordsmith, just like his dad. Chihiro didn't ever want to be on this trail of blood that he was sent down. Like, imagine how different Chihiro's life would have been if his father had survived. But then you got to remember how many people's lives he has changed in the short time he has been a swordsman. He changed Hakuri's life for the better. Hakuri probably would have died at the hands of Suya eventually. We don't know, but Suya was escalating slowly. So I genuinely think that Suya would have killed Hakuri at some point. And Char's life would have been absolutely filled with more torture. For more or less, she would have been a test subject for as long as she could remember. So these people, without Chihiro's interference, would have had way worse outcomes for their life. So do I think he's a monster for this? No, and he hasn't thought of this yet. But this overwhelming guilt that he has is consuming him. And we actually see this outwardly on this page turn. Chihiro is still standing still, covered in blood from the cuts that he suffered from the hands of Hirohiko. And actually, we see that he reinforced himself with Nishiki. It doesn't just buff up your body by making you fast. Apparently, it can still increase his body's resistance. He still took damage, but it was mitigated somewhat. And Chihiro thinks to himself, he says that father and sword bearers fought to protect others. They were definitely heroes, but they avoided that label because they felt guilty for their sins. That's why they all said the same thing. You'll find your own path different from mine. Don't choose hell like us. And Chihiro looks down. He says, sorry, I'm going down the same path. He utters the word kuro, and these black tendrils that the goldfish take the shape of consume this entire area. And on this page turn, we have this absolutely horrifying image of Chihiro behind Hirohiko, and he cuts off two of his eyes. I'm glazing, y'all. I'm gonna get to glazing. This is is this top 3 panels in the manga? This might be top 1. Oh my god, look how deep, look at the horror on this man Hirohiko's face. He turned on a monster. He said, you want a monster? All right, okay, that's what you get. You want smoke? We can have that. We can do that, sure. Oh my, this is what I needed in my life. I don't need an MC on that talk no jutsu bullshit. Listen. He tested your gaze to Chihiro. He talking to you. He ain't talking to you. He trying to break you down. He trying to get in your mental. He fortified. Chihiro stood on big business. That's what I like to see, man. Huh? Get that man, bro. Don't play with your fool, man. Huh? Both of Hirohiko's arms gone, done, finito, him blood clot, slice. Oh my Jesus. And then with the sword in the middle of the Hishaku symbol, Hirohiko sweating. He said, oh my God, what just happened to me? And Chihiro with his man, basically his foot on his neck, he tells him, he says, don't worry, I'm a sinner too. The first time I killed a person, I accepted that I'm a monster. The least I can do is refrain from causing harm to others and take you Hishaku bastards to hell with me. Now talk. My pants are tight. Oh my God. The aura, guys, the aura. You wanna give your MC some presents like this, bro? Holy shit. Look at Chihiro's eyes in that second to last panel, how they stick out from all the blood and viscera on him, as well as the Nishiki coating. And you like they're like there's a bright light. Mappa! Anime Kagurabachi in my life is yours! Listen, I know a lot of people don't want Mappa to anime Kagurabachi. Listen, I might need the Mappa sweatshop on this. I'm just saying, obviously they need workers reform and all that. Please unionize. That's apparently what Toei did, and that's why One Piece looks as good as it did nowadays. Apparently. But you give a good director this. This could be the first arc to season 2. I mean, like, bro, I'm already looking at trailers and reactions. I'm thinking of my surprise. I'm thinking promotional material right now. Oh my God, bro, this man is 24 years of age drawing greatness like this. I'm glazing. I don't give a fuck. Father Jesus. Yo, I love this. I love the fact that Chihiro doubled down. He had his I'm you moment. Like, yes, we know that Hokuzono, he's a JJK fanboy just like us. Literally. I'm sure he was there on league nights. To be honest with you, he got Twitter. I'm sure he saw some shit. But I'm gonna say something a little slanderous, y'all. I'm gonna say something a little uncomfortable. I kind of like this moment more than you, Jesus. No, hold on, wait. Don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for me, y'all. Listen, I'm still a JJK fanboy at the end of the day. I'm still a shonen meathead just like the rest of you, but it's something about this right here. Well, you could compare Gege's art and Hokuzono's art. You could do that. You could do that. Two different things. You could compare that. But with this moment, I like how Chihiro unabashedly has zero shame. Zero. He says, yeah, I'm taking all y'all down to hell with me. That's fine. This sheer confidence in what Chihiro is saying, while fundamentally wrong, I absolutely love this moment, man. I'm hoping next chapter we get to see the first time Chihiro killed somebody. Maybe they might hold off for a different moment because it could have been placed here, but man, I don't think it's gonna be a new form. It's just a new application. This is still a different level up to what Nishiki can, because obviously he used Kuro to slice Hirohiko's arms off. I'm hoping that Hirohiko isn't done after this arc. Obviously we know that Hishaku, they have some like regen abilities. We don't know if it was just John that could do that, but I think that the guy with the hat, he did something similar. I don't remember off the top of my head. Pardon me, it's been a while, but I'm hoping Hirohiko stays around, genuinely. I hope, and he's just this rat that Chihiro struggles to get around. So, I don't know, maybe Hirohiko can like use his tongue or something to move some papers around. I don't know, but primarily he's been using his hands as far as his sorcery goes. And Chihiro obviously went for it. That's one thing that, it's a double-edged sword, no pun intended, with Kagurabachi's choreography, is the fact that a lot of these fights are so fast because these characters don't fuck around with each other, they don't play. Chihiro and Sojo's fight was in 12 seconds, and it felt like an eternity. They're going for kill shots every time they fight each other. They're not trying to incapacitate. This is the first time that Chihiro's encountered somebody. This is the first time he's encountered somebody he's actually trying to capture, interrogate to get information out of. Because typically it's Shiba that's doing that. So, fantastic chapter, man. Whoo! Yes. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Chihiro moving forward, man. Because honestly, bro, if I'm Shiba and I see this, I'm telling him to never do that ever again. That hatred, that it's not even evil, but this dread that's inside Chihiro, when it started pouring outwardly and the goldfish from Kuro started spreading out like black tendrils, he looked like he had the Venom suit on, right? Like it's giving black suit Spider-Man. Like we can't be doing this, bro. Like I think that Chihiro, you might need to slow down. Seriously. Now, obviously, as an audience member, I love it. Yes, do more. Do more. But I think that he's gonna start to lose himself. And this is not a path that he wants to go down, man, because you're gonna start we could get into war crime territory. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta make sure that we know that we are better than they are. But oh man, great chapter, man. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter of Kagurabachi. Fantastic, good. Oh, I love this series, man. I got a new favorite, y'all. It's me, boy Dev, guys. Please make sure you leave a like. Please make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Now, make sure you take care of yourselves, guys, and have a damn good one. Peace.